Tonight I reach out to Chester Bennington from Linkin Park. Hey everybody, I am doing a session tonight. I am looking to reach Chester Bennington from Linkin Park. He committed suicide in 2017. I've been requested many times to reach him, and I said I would, but I felt when the time was right I would do so. So I have the SCD2, the app. I have my old portal. I have my astral doorway here. I've even got the DR60 voice recorder that I may ask a question on. I'm going to turn on my old portal and I'm going to use the SCD2 to warm up, and then I'm going to use a chopped up, garbled interview of Chester's reversed and mangled with effects. And I will play that for you guys so you can hear what the sound source is that I'm using. There will be no words that can leak through these boxes when I use them. When I pipe them through and I turn my little knob, allowing some sound to come through, it's his job to manipulate those sounds to formulate his own answers. That's how this works. Try to be as transparent as possible. You can see my face, you can see me doing these sessions, and it's been consistent for 8 years, getting better with better results. It's been amazing. So we're going to start. So I'm going to begin. Chester, I'm inviting you to come forward if you're willing to talk. I don't know if you've really reached out or been reached out to in the afterlife, but I want to give you an opportunity to speak. Hopefully you can. I'm going to ask for Chester on with his own voice, and I'm going to give him an opportunity to come through. Anything at all that you would like to say. I'm going to use this old portal as well for the, his voice. Josh, good luck. Okay. All right. Well, then I guess I'll take that as a let's begin. So I'm going to play you right now just the sound voice that I have for Chester. So it's not playing very loud, but there it is. There's absolutely no words in here. It's all gibberish. So, all right. So Chester Bennington, are you here? Can you use this? I feel you are. I feel you'll try. Can you use this? Okay. Chester, I'm going to ask you, it's now been 4 years since your death, and I don't know if time really matters on the other side. I know there's some correlation to some degree, as it's been mentioned by the guides regarding time, but how do you feel right now? Okay, so I feel like you're already using it. I feel like those are responses, maybe just wishful thinking, but I feel like it is, even though I can't hear you. You were 41 when you died, when you committed suicide. And hearing you talk about your family is painful, because I feel like I can relate to that. I'm 40 years old myself. I have young children. I have a family. Are you in a better place right now from where you were? Are you in a better place? Saying hello, saying something. You talked about being a dad and, having to grow up with your children in a sense, having to be a man, that you're a different person than with your friends than you are with your children. And sometimes that was hard. And I can relate to that, I can relate to growing up with my kids as they're growing up. And do you see your kids? Do you see your family? What did you experience when you passed? When you died, I mean you were in so much pain that you felt that that was the only answer. Let me ask you, do you still feel that that was the answer? You talked about a spiritual journey, and and I find that interesting because you understood that there was a spiritual factor to life. Like, do you feel that you're still on a spiritual journey, Chester? Is there anything that you want to say about the afterlife that you can help us understand? Okay. How about now? Is there any advice you would give to someone that's thinking about suicide, that's thinking about taking their life? You talked about harping on the things that were wrong instead of what's right. You could have 9 things that were right, and there's a 10th thing that's wrong, and you would harp on that. You would see that. Has your mindset changed at all on that? Have you been able to evolve on the other side? Have you been able to spiritually evolve? Your fans have asked for you. They really care about you. Like I said, I've been getting your name for 4 years requested in the comments of my video section, of my videos. What is it that you would like to say to your fans, the people that really care and want to hear from you? What would you like to say to them? You guys are great, I heard. That's interesting. That's interesting. I feel like he's using it. It's a funny story. I wrote and produced a movie about my life, about my addiction, about my journey, about going to prison and all of this stuff. It's crazy, called Not for Human Consumption. And it won awards at film festivals. It went to theaters in LA and Miami. And I was very proud of it, still am. But one of the motivations for making and writing that movie was driving in my car to my hookah bar and listening to the Reanimation CD and other albums of yours. But I would listen to Crawling, the original, and then the remix, and the song would just touch me in my core. Like it would send the chills down my spine because I could feel the words. Fear is how I fall, confusing what is real. And those words are still very true today. I was so moved by that song that when it came time to make my film, I wanted the song in there in my movie, and I put in the request and asked to see if we can, pay for the rights to use it in the movie, and I was denied. I don't know if it was because it was used in a violent scene or a scene that showed drugs or something. I don't know, but I was upset. But it still didn't change the fact that I loved that song and it meant so much to me. Come to find out that song is about not being a victim and taking responsibility for one's actions. And I think it's amazing. Your music regarding that song, Crawling, do you still feel that way? If there was anything that you wanted to say to your wife, to Linda, who really seemed like she loved you and cared very much about you, I think that this, of course, hit her very hard, like it would any wife, anyone that was in your life. I don't know the particulars. I don't know how things were going in your marriage. I know that home life can be difficult. I understand that. Is there anything that you would like to say to your wife at all? Okay. All right. You said that it was important for you to be of service, that your head was a bad neighborhood, and I know that. We don't have drinking problems, drug problems, we have thinking problems, and people don't realize that. These are program slogans. These are things that we are taught in a 12-step program. Were you in a 12-step program? It's probably public knowledge. I didn't know, though, and I'm not digging up information on you. I'm asking you directly. Were you in a 12-step program? Every day. Every day. So you were attending meetings and you were trying to follow the 12 steps. Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to ask you, do you still feel the 12 steps are the answer? I have found that they are, but do you feel like they still are? Okay. Have you seen the light? Have you seen God or the light? You use it? Okay, I think I heard you say you use it. Have you seen anyone else? Have you seen any other souls on the other side? Have you been in the same place since you've passed, or have you moved up another level? Have you ascended to a higher plane at all? Okay. How about now? Anything at all? Is there anything else that you want to say through this box specifically, real quick here? Is there anything that I can do for you? All my pride and ego, anyone's pride, ego, or whatever it is, or preconceived notions, is there anything that I can do for you, my friend? Hold on. Get you some light, a Bible, something. I heard something. What was that again? Can you say, what is there anything that I can do to help you? Please stop. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just, let's pause this here. I'm going to just do something really quickly. Before I turn these boxes off and ask you just one question on this recorder, is there anything that you can say through this box? Maybe possibly a little clearer. How about now? Chester, is there anything you want to say to your fans that you can say through here? I'm going to pray for you, and I'm going to ask for God to send you some light to help you in whatever way, even if you don't need it, okay, my friend? Alright, so this is for Chester Bennington. If you would like to come through and use this recorder and say whatever it is that you would like, how are you doing on the other side? Is there anything you can tell us? I got a couple of short things there. Chester, I'm going to pray for you now. I'm going to shut off the cameras, turn off the boxes, and just pray for you. And again, if there's anything else that I can do for you, I will. All right. Sending you love and light, my friend. And I thank everyone that watches this amazing communication. Until next time, I love you guys. Thank you.